This game was peak football. Usually Thursday night football games suck because the NFL decided to prank Amazon, take all their money, and give them nothing but bad games. But this time around it's different. The Lions and the Packers are both 2-1. And everything is on the line. The playoffs, home field, winning the division. It's all on the line now. In one corner, you have a man who eats kneecaps for breakfast. And who, quite frankly, has turned the culture of dysfunction in Detroit to one of grit and perseverance. And on the other side, an evil empire who is dominated with Ouija boards and Hall of Fame quarterbacks. It's the only logical explanation. So who's gonna win? Who knows? But who could have picked a better spot than Lambeau Field for such an iconic game? Jared Goff has been playing some great games, and even though his streak has ended, he's been playing some good football. So all we have to look forward to is whether or not Jared Goff will get back on track. Will Jordan Love rise to the top? Who knows? So when the Lions got the ball, Jared Goff decided to throw another interception. Yippee-ki-yay! So Green Bay got off to a start with a 3-0 lead, and the Packers fans started a chirping. Oh, we still own the division, they said. Oh, the cheeseheads are everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. But the Lions roared back into this game with a touchdown drive to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Which, hey, you know what? This is a competitive game. This is going to be fun. You know, Green Bay, you know, your offense just stalled out again. But, hey, just get another score. Oh boy. All right, Green Bay. You stalled out again, but you just got to have your defense fall. Oh my lord, we are only 2 minutes into the second quarter. What is happening? Okay, at this point, Lambeau Field was starting to get very depressed. And just when you thought all hope was lost, Matt LaFleur and Jordan Love, they got together. They dialed up their best play. 1st and 10. They just got the ball back on kickoff. And yeah, that's not good. So, you know what the early interception was rewarded with? Another touchdown. But you know, okay, this is a 21-point deficit is bad and all, but oh my lord! You're down 24 points at the end of the first half. This is a blowout. Good lord, Green Bay, what are you doing? You trying to have your own 28-3 moment? Huh? Doesn't work when it's 27-3. Didn't you learn anything from the Rams in Tampa Bay, Green Bay? It was so bad, Packers fans were actually doing some of this.
Boo!
A little bit more intensely, of course, but yeah, they were actually booing their own team. And you know what's even crazier? They were pouring beer on Amon-Ra St. Brown. The absolute disrespect. You know what, Packers fans? You're not classy. You just spoiled. You have all those Hall of Fame quarterbacks, and then you get routed, and you're pouring beer onto other teams. That's not a great look for you. Just not great at all. Now, you're probably wondering, hey, will this game get closer? Absolutely, because of these guys, those Zebras. Obviously, the Packers sent them a nice bit of money on Venmo or whatever banking app you want to use because flag after flag put the Packers in scoring position coming out of halftime, and they were only down 16. A couple stalled drives later. The Zebras also gave the Packers another crazy advantage. The time was expired. Zero seconds left in the third quarter, and they let Jordan Love get a free play to Christian Watson to put them in scoring position, and now they're only down 10. Oh, man, this is starting to feel like a Lions kind of game. But Lord and behold, the moment the Packers started getting this giant lead, the Lions put the nail in the coffin. Green Bay would go on to score a field goal. But shout out to Clay Walker on this drive. If he didn't jump over the center on a field goal kick, that touchdown might have been a field goal. So there are a ton of things to take away from this game. And one of which is don't trust the stats. Don't trust the stats. So Jared Goff in the second half was not trying to score other than that one touchdown drive. They were just trying to eat the clock. So his stats and Jordan Love's may look similar, but Jared Goff played a lot better than what the stats would say. Also, Jordan Love played a lot worse than what the stats say. He was under duress all night, and he was not the clutch playmaker he thought it was. Like, take a look at any category. Just go list by list. The lines were just better top to bottom. It was an absolute destruction of what I thought was a good Green Bay roster. I thought Green Bay would be competitive. I figured last year, since they were competitive for Aaron Rodgers, I figured Jordan Love, if he's decent, maybe he'd do the same. Because Aaron Rodgers wasn't quite peak MVP form. But no, they got curb stomped. Fun fact, at one point, the 199-1 meme, yeah, it was true here too. I took a screenshot on my phone of the box score. Yeah, 199-1 with 50 seconds into the second quarter. This was crazy. Now, the story of the game was the Lions' defensive line. They've sacked Jordan Love 5 times, but it felt like a lot more. The Lions didn't need to add any more pressure. The depth on the defensive line and all the draft capital they put in there started to pay off. Aaron Glenn coached a phenomenal game. And furthermore, the rookies, Sam Laporta, Brian Branch, stepped up. And your free agents, like David Montgomery, were huge in this game. Overall, this solidified what I thought that the Lions would be. Super Bowl contenders. Or at the very least, division champions and potential deep playoff run contenders. Now, on the other hand, what about Green Bay? Well, Green Bay fans, it was great. It was fun. But this game, when the Green Bay Packers throttled the Chicago Bears, I firmly believe that was a product of the Green Bay Packer roster being really good. This is a lot of the similar vibes. The Lions just have a better roster top to bottom. And it turns out maybe Aaron Rodgers was the difference between these games being competitive last year and the absolute blowout this year. The Lions may have just had the better roster the whole time, but the quarterback advantage was too strong. And Jordan Love made a lot of mistakes. Green Bay, you screwed yourself. I mean, this was basically you right now. You were happy. You had your second Hall of Fame quarterback in a row. You had Super Bowls. You had MVPs. Sure, he went on ayahuasca trips and hopped on a lot of podcasts, but he was yours. He was your man. But what did you do? You cheated on him. And he left you. He broke your heart. And now you are left to fend for yourselves in a literal lion's den. Green Bay, hit the bottle, because I know you were making fun of Bears fans and of Vikings fans about how much better off you were. Buddy, you're in the similar boat, man. You are nothing to ride home about. Green Bay, enjoy the L. You're not firing Joe Barry. You lost David Bakhtiari for the season. This is not your year. This is not going to be your year. And even if you do get into the playoffs somehow, do you really think you're going to do anything this year with this team? I mean, we don't even know if Matt LaFleur is as a superstar coach, because good Lord, they can't run the ball, and that should be their strength right now. They won't run the ball. They didn't run the ball last year, and now they can't run the ball for some silly reason. What are you doing? All that being said, thank God you are in the division you are in, because the Bears and the Vikings are true tank bowl contenders. But this division is the Lions to lose. It's the Lions to lose, and it's going to stay that way until somebody else rises up. Maybe Green Bay recovers. But also, Packers fans, spare me the nonsense about, oh, hey, it was the injuries, man. The injuries got us. Injuries can explain maybe a 1, 2, 3 point losses, or they don't explain 27-3 first half blowouts. And again, if the Lions wanted to put their boot on your neck, they could have, but they didn't. It was prevent defense that allowed Jordan Love to pad his stats. So Lions, good for you. You're the winner this weekend, no matter what happens with the Bears or the Vikings. So, great job. There's nothing else to say. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching this episode of State of the North.